Hi Leo, this is Kacee with your November monthly reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shae and I are so grateful to have all of you here with us. She'll have a video that's going to pop up at the end of this one for your signs, so please check for that. She does give a different perspective. The first couple of cards we're going to pull will be for your energy for the month of November. So let's go ahead and give it one more shuffle here. So you're coming in with a victory, things that you have learned, things that you have earned. You feel like you're very on top of your game right now. Sorry about that. Your clarifying cards, before I even got to shuffle, started falling on the floor. So that's a good sign. There's a lot of energy for your reading. Let's go ahead and pull that major arcana to see how this clarifies. And you're coming in with judgment. Now, with these two pairings, that is very intense energy. It's, you're judging the situation around you. You're judging yourself, but it all seems to be in the positive. It's very balanced. As you become that victory card, as you accomplish your goals and things are coming to fruition, and you're seeing yourself getting all the gains of all the hard work, tears, and sweat that you put into this, you're starting to get the accolades that are coming to you. They're very important to you. They're very hard earned, and you're going to enjoy these. So let's go ahead and pull an emotion card to see where your emotions are for the month. And you're coming in with giving and receiving, that generosity that goes back and forth between people, families, co-workers. It's like you're helping out other people, and the more you do so, the more that you're being elevated in your victory card, the more people are recognizing you for your knowledge, for your worth. And it's not one-sided, guys. So whatever you're doing, even if the other people don't seem like they're appreciating what you're doing, they are deep down inside. It's, and you're not doing it for the appreciation of others. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. You're at the top of your game, so you're sharing your knowledge, you're sharing your wealth, you're sharing your wisdom. Let's go ahead and pull those obstacles and advice cards from Spirit. Okay, you're using your base chakra here. You also have the fertility card coming in. Trapped in fear. In accelerated motion. This talks about being very solid in your core, in your base, in your roots, okay? This is where you come in very strong in knowing, because you've been through a lot. You've earned this accolade that is coming your way, this appreciation from other people, the recognition and the reward that other people are seeing in you. It's not what you were going after, but that's what the end result was. You are able to use that with the fertility card, create something new, go on your own, because you've reached a plateau that you feel like you need to expand, and it's going to cause you a lot of panic. It's going to cause you a lot of anxiety when you decide that you're going to move forward on your own. You're going to take your knowledge and you're going to start something that's just for you. Now, this could be in a work situation. This could be in a personal, spiritual situation. This could mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. But know that you're on the right track. Know that when you put that step forward, a lot of information is going to be coming your way, a lot of offers, which is accelerated motion. That is where there's a lot of energy to propel you for the thing that you're fearing the most, but that's the thing you want to do the most as well. So when you are very firm in your beliefs and you know that you can handle this, you start creating something new. You start planning things in a different way. But because of all the fear that this can involve. I mean, when you go on your own and you start a new job off of nothing, or you step away from the tribe, or you really start to expand, of course there's going to be fear that comes in. You know, self-doubt creeps in. Even though you're very strong in this area, self-doubt is going to creep in because it's a new situation. You're risking a lot. But know that this is divinely motivated. Whatever you're doing, this accelerated motion is giving you the information from other people. It's giving you that leg up that you need. It's giving you the offers that you're going to entertain to see which one is best for you. You know, when the accelerated motion card comes in for me, that is definitely divinely blessed. So keep that in mind. You know, don't fear what's going on around you because you can't control it right now. Open up, you know, release that fear so that the messages can come in a little bit clearer and a little bit more quick, because your fear can block that. So know that you can do this. Know this is divinely motivated. Three of Coins in reverse talks about doing things on your own. There's not a lot of teamwork. Nine of Coins talks about your wish card, everything coming to fruition. It's a completion of a cycle, a beautiful cycle of peace, of balance, of finances, of structure, of security. The Wheel of the Year on the reverse talks about starting from the bottom, starting brand new, something that you're not familiar with, something that you have to learn. And Palace of Coins talks about the fear or the imbalance in your finances or in your stability, that because this is new, it really does shake things up. It really makes you concerned about your finances coming in because you're not working for the corporate foundation anymore. You're working on your own. You're taking this startup, this new idea that you had with the fertility card, and you start creating something that is brand new to you, brand new to the marketplace. You know, this is something that you're going to be working on your own. It's going to be very intense, and it can cause some anxiety in your finances. So let's go ahead and pull some clarifying cards to see how this is. But I feel that you've been very generous, and the universe is paying you back for the things that you've done in the past. I feel that you've reached a plateau wherever you are, that you feel you need to move on because you've hit the ceiling, so to speak. There's no more area for you to get a promotion or something along those lines. It's like you are at the top of your game at this place, and you know you can give more. You know you have better ideas. You have a burning inside of you to say, hey, I can do this. This other craft I do is really important to me. I think I'm going to take all the knowledge that I have from my business sense and apply it here. And that's where you're going to have to really trust yourself and trust universe that this is the right thing to do, that this new adventure, this new startup, this new opportunity, as risky as it is something that's going to give you joy, that is something that's going to pan out. You know, the fear of the Palace of Coins in reverse, that goes without saying with anything that we start. You know, whether you decide to go back to school or you're going to move to a different company, or like I said, you're going to start something on your own. King of Swords right here is talking about being very articulate and very strong-minded and very clear thinking, you know, using that ability that you Leos have to cut through the nonsense and to speak your truth really quick and really fast. Here we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now this talks about a conflict of power. The Pentacles talks about foundations, it talks about stability, it talks about finances, but when you have the two kings back to back, that is a very strong energy of a power struggle. This could be what you're going through right now, is that you have a clear vision of where you want to be, but it also messes up your finances because you don't have that paycheck coming in anymore. You have to make sure that you earn that paycheck as you go about this new beginning, and that can be a very intense fear. But hold on, Leo, because you have the Sun card, guys, and that talks about success. So when you're going back and forth with that power struggle within yourself, know that the end result that you're going for is success. Know that this is divinely motivated. So try not to stay in that fear pattern where you're not doing anything, you're not moving forward. This message right here is asking you to take a calculated risk. Not a risk where it's all or nothing, that, it either works or it doesn't. It's more of a risk of you believing in spirit, believing in your path, believing that this is a new opportunity that is just for you. And when you realize that this is just for you, there's no one that's going to stop you, because spirit is motivating you. You're supposed to be on this path and on this journey. Now, here is where the Eight of Wands comes in reverse, and this is where communication stops, because once you start going on this new adventure, this new journey that spirit is motivating you to do, and you're working by yourself and you're feeling good, you don't need other people at this point. That generosity of coming and going doesn't have to be so intense, because you've already put yourself into it. You're getting everything rolling. So when you're working on your own and there's not a lot of people to back you up, as hard as that is, it's kind of how you want it, because you want to have full control over this situation. Page of Cups in the reverse is telling me that there is, sometimes this means that there's an apology that you don't get, but in this reading, it's telling me that you're taking your emotions out of it, that what you're giving is all of your intellect, it's all of your soul, but it's not emotional in that aspect where you are jumping the gun because of how you're feeling. You're letting your mind take over your feelings, and you're letting that part of your intense intellect reign over whatever it is that you're doing right now. Nine of Wands in reverse. Now that talks about being indecisive, and it talks about kind of like being a pessimist, but it's also in being hesitant, but it's also something important that you need to do, because even though you fear that it's not going to work out for you financially, you are so motivated to do this, and that's where you're going back and forth with the King of Pentacles in reverse as well as the King of Swords. It's like, that this is a huge risk for you, but know that spirit has your back on this. Here we have the Six of Cups, looking back at things from a childlike memory, being nostalgic about certain things. It can also mean someone from the past comes in and gives you that leg up. And this is the card you really need, Ten of Cups. So you have the Nine of Coins as well as the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is happy home, happy family, and all that stability that you've been trying to work so hard for as you move on in your own right. Let's go ahead and pull a spirit message card for you guys. I feel like this is a very intense, beautiful reading of, building on the success that you've already established for yourself. You've been so generous with your time and your wisdom and your love and your focus. It's time for you to focus on something that you want to do. What is it that you really, really want to do that you can build off from wherever you have put all your knowledge into? If you've been in school for a long time and you finally get that degree, it's time for you to go after your dream job. If you've been at a job for a long time and you've reached that ceiling, you can't move any higher up the corporate ladder, and you need to start branching out on your own, doing the same thing, the things that you know very well, like the back of your hand, that you do on automatic pilot because it comes so natural to you. This is where Spirit's saying, don't stop because you can't climb in this company anymore. It's time to take a new opportunity. It's time to grow. It's time to move on. There's a risk here, guys. There really is. But Spirit will always provide for you if you're doing the thing for the greatest good. In your Spirit message today, Leo, is take a moment. And it says stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision you are about to make. Before the important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. So this is just allowing you to make sure that this is not a risk that you can't take. This is allowing you to take a breath, because sometimes we get all caught up in a situation that we feel that this is very important. Then we look at it from a different perspective and realize we should have taken option A versus option B. But option B looks so much prettier and it looks so much more intense that's sometimes where we go because it's pretty. There's not a lot of hard work. This is going to be very hard in the work environment. This is going to be very intense. There's a lot of risk, but know that the risk is worth it. If you have done your research and you have really honed your craft and this is an opportunity you can't say no to, you're going to be in control of the whole thing. You are going back and forth as to what is best for you, your family, and your situation. So of course we don't want to take unnecessary risks. But as all these messages are coming in, because you'll have a lot of them with the 8, know that this is divinely motivated. The 8 is the infinity symbol. This is where Spirit is speaking to us. And sometimes they ask us to do some off-the-cuff things in order to stay on our path. It will work itself out, taking the proper risk. There's a lot of generosity coming in, things that you have kind of put out there for networking and with a tribe. There's going to come back to you. This is where your offer is coming from. Other people as well, but you'll be doing it on your own. This is all about you and your hard work and what you've accomplished so far. So when those offers come in, you do have to kind of weed through the ones that aren't going to work for you, and that's when you take a breath, because it's going to be very intense with everything coming towards you. So if you've been looking for a new job and your resume hits, that social market, and bam, everybody and their sister wants you to come in for an interview, you have to make sure that the one that you're going to, the one that you want to interview this company as well as they interview you, and make sure it's the right fit. Make sure that they can back up all the promises that they give to you. And I know that can be very intense, making a huge move and having your finances in your security in limbo, but there is an offer out there that is going to allow you to raise your vibration, allow you to expand on what you know. And it will be an offer that you kind of have to do this on your own. You'll be working by yourself. There won't be a whole team of people that are going to be involved. It's going to be kind of like your knowledge and you take it where you need to take it. It's working on a solitary project. Here we have confidence as your oracle message, guys. And this is what Spirit's telling you, is that, yes, you have to take a breather. You can't accept every offer. Be careful of the underlying, fine print, as they say. Make sure you read everything. But there is a confidence that you're going to have to give yourself and not stress out about this new opportunity. With the 8s, it's like the 8 of Wands, where everything comes in and you have to pick what's yours out of that, because people are going to try to get you on their team because you're amazing and everybody wants a piece of you, but you have to find out which is the best for you, and no one can make that decision but you. And that's where Spirit says, you know what, take a breather when it all comes in, dissect through all the offers so that you pick the best one for you. Know that that will be your firm one. Meditate. Pray to Spirit, because you know that where you are now, you kind of reached the plateau. It's like nothing bad has happened, so to speak, but it's time for you to move on. It's like you can't work, pardon me, you can't work at this company anymore and go any further. You can't expand your paycheck. You can't expand your responsibilities. You can't expand your knowledge base. And as humans, we want to keep learning. We want to keep doing. We want to keep earning a bigger paycheck. Be more solid in our foundations. And when we take risks and we go to new jobs, that's all a huge undertaking, and that will definitely stress us out. So take the opportunity that is best for you. And your angel message is Andriel, and it reads, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. So this is telling me that at this time, your light needs to shine very, very bright. It needs to be allowed to have that space to roam and that opportunity so you can reach more people. So know that this is divinely motivated. Know that it could be out of the box for some of you, that you never thought of an opportunity in this aspect. That may be just the opportunity you need to take. Make sure your finances are in order. Make sure you do your research. Like I always say, Spirit guides us, but it's our choice. And you're going to have a lot of choices. So be very diligent in how you do your research. You guys are super intelligent, super amazing, and super intuitive. So use all your gifts to make this decision. Leo, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I hope the message helps. If you'd like to leave me a comment or shoot me an email, that would be terrific. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. We would love to have you back. Take care.